So we're going to record that right now. Click record, click play stop. Welcome to Beatbender Studio. Today we're going to be remaking a beat together from start to finish on the AKAI MPC Live II. This is just to let you know that sometimes in beat making, less is actually more. We'll be right back. So, welcome back. Like I said earlier, we're going to be doing like a remake of a particular song, like that would be CZAR by Busta Rhymes, and we're going to be doing that on this AKAI MPC Live II. This is just to let you realize that sometimes less is more. You don't need to have 20, 30 tracks on a song to make it more, to make it interesting. Sometimes all you just need is a little bit of this and a little bit of that in 2, 3 tracks, 4 tracks maximum, and then you're good. So we're gonna like be recreating a particular song, the instrumental, and then let's see how far we can go with that. Well, so from here, basically the workflow, pretty. Let's hope you follow along. So let's go to empty projects since we're going to be starting on an empty project. So we know basically from if you heard that song, I also being a DJ, I've heard the song a couple of times and I can tell the BPM. Although online it states that it's about 119, but I guess that might be wrong. If you tap to the BPM, you're gonna get something like around in like 89, 90. So we're gonna be working with 90. Let me see. You tap on your BPM, you can basically just take it down. So we're gonna be working with 90. Yes. So basically now we're at the first sequence, and you know that the elements of your song basically, or the elements of your instrumental, you need your drums, and then the main component of the drums will be your kick, your snare. Well, if you need the hi-hat and all that, or the shakers. So that's the percussion. So let's look for one of those beats, like maybe like a pack that can help with that. So let's see. So what we're gonna do next is go into the menu, to the browser. I can actually just go to one of the expansion packs. I think that's the drum and bass. Let me see, drum and bass. We're looking at a kit that can actually, let me see, let me go to drum and bass. This cymbal, hi-hat, hits, let me see, kick. Let me see. I need a bass that kicks. Okay, I'm getting there. That should work. Let me see. Okay. I think this sounds kind of similar. The beat, the kick. So I'm gonna just go ahead and load this. Now we've loaded that. If you come back to the main menu, that is your main. You're gonna see it's already here. That's the. So right away, I'm gonna name this. Let's just call this the drums. It's good to do that right away. So this will be the drum. Let's do it. And then you come back here, you can see that the drum is set. So if you go to your drum and you come here, you can actually, yeah, kind of like similar. Okay, just for the record, I like to go to my mix to be sure that the volume is not too much. So here you need to give it a little bit of headroom for mixing and mastering sake. You don't have to let it clip to the highest. Sometimes it's even good if you take it down like -3. Some people even do -9 just to ensure that when it's time for them to master and mix it, they can literally push it up from that place and not clip anything from there. Clip the volume, the audio. So basically, right now we already have our. Let's go back to the main. We already have the drum set up. We're going to do everything on just one sequence. We don't have to start creating multiple sequences. So we'll come back here. Now we already got the drums, which is the kick and the snare and the hat and all that. We're gonna need something like maybe like a bass. Yeah, something like just help us to, substudio mix. Let me see. We'll go back to the menu and browse. But for this one, I think I just want to go back to content and search. Let me see. I can just search for bars. Let's do it. Oh, so 808 bars. Let's load this. Let's go back to main. Can rename this quickly right away. Let's do it. So this will be. Let me give you the 808. Let's do it. So we already have our drum. We have the bass, and then what else are we looking at? Okay, yeah. So that very first beat that keeps hitting at the beginning of that song, that's the brass. That's actually a brass. So let's create another track, and then let's go to the. Okay, that one's already there. Let me see if I can get more. By instrument, brass and woodwind. Okay, this is long, but then you can easily chop it and make it a sample and chop it off. Pick the part that I need. So let me load it. Let's see what we can do with it. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me load this. Now I come to sample assign new. So on the program one for track 3, we can name that as the brass. Do it. Then program 1, that should name it as the brass compilation. So yeah, we'll do it. Then let's now go to the browser again and try to assign. Okay, let's put that on the first one. Basically, all you just need to do is with your mouse on it, you tap this. With your cursor on it, rather, don't mind me, system. And you tap that, it's already on the first one. Then you click on the second one. Let me see, I think I sent in. Okay, yeah, this. I tap. Then on the third one as well. Yeah, third one, I can tap this. Don't worry, we're going to edit that later. So let me see how best let's quickly work on this right now. And from here, under the bass compilation, I can basically just click on edit sample. So edit sample, if you press any of this, it will show you where exactly is on it. This is long, so can easily just click on it. Wait, which one do I need? Okay, this sounds a lot like it. So I just move the mouse. I move my playhead to the start, and also do the same thing to where I want it to stop. So if I'm okay with that, I can easily still expand it to more to be sure I'm beginning from the beginning, something like this. Yeah. And then I go here, just to be sure, okay, this is what I want, this is where it stops, and then take it back in. Yes, so that should do it. On program edit, this one that I've already selected, I can basically just flatten the pad. That is, flattening the pad means I'm gonna take off everything that is not within that selected zone, and I'll just stick with only the one that I have, and then I don't want it to have any extra trail. So with this now, I can easily just track each one and then do it. So now, right there, I have, yeah. Then this is a little bit loud. get to the rest. But anyway, let's go. So that's what we have for now on the brass compilation. Yes. What else do we need for now? I don't really think we need anything for now. We already have like basically three tracks, and we have our drum. We have our drum. No, come back. It's 4 seconds. We have our drum on the first one, and then we have the bass, and then we have the brass. So let's start with the drum first. If you heard ZAR before, I think he started something like this. So let's try and put that in. You tap my record, click play start. Basically, so now let me see. Let me play it. Overdub. Just to give it last, that last snare a good feel. So as you can see, basically we've done. Then I think the third thing, now we already have the drum. Let's go to the bass, the bass here to it. Yeah. It's just like triple taps. So while we play this, let's overdub. Oh, okay, let me just stop. Let me record and play from start. It gives the kick like an extra kind of like, underlay. So now to the main one. Let's see, which is the brass. So let's check our brass compilation. Let me disable the overdub. Now the brass compilation. So this one is more like it. Let me put this in. Let's stop, record, then play from start. As you can see, like the whole of that beat, every other thing you might have heard underneath, maybe like all those little bit of sound, like maybe like all those the cymbals and all that, just basically on the sub two. The main part of that particular soundtrack happens to be just these three things, these three basic setup, just this basic components. The kick, we have the snare, the bass underneath, and then the brass that keeps coming in repeatedly. And the brass is actually kind of like subtly taken care of by the bass that is underneath. So everything else is just kind of like, okay, like an extra. Let's see, let us fill up one or two spaces. And right from here, you can actually take care of your entire sequence. If I want the, according to that lineup, it's the brass that actually came in first, so you can actually do that right from, you don't need, I don't need to go to song mode or whatever. I can do everything I want to do basically on just one sequence. I don't need to go to song mode to start doing chorus and then the bridge and all that. Yeah, you can do all that if you want to, but most of the time you can easily still get the same thing you need to do from there. You can do the same thing here, which makes it a lot more interesting when we're trying to do something of this nature. So basically, all I can just do is I could basically just say, okay, you know what? Where I am right now, okay, I'm on brass right now. The beat did not come in like immediately, so I can come to drum and then say, you know what? I want to probably erase some tracks from here. So I just tab erase. It asks me, oh, sequence one on the drum. I'm erasing from where to where. And before I do that, don't forget that my bars is just 4. So let me try and move my bars. Oh no, let me leave the bar at 4. What I need to do is basically go to this sequence and duplicate it. So I can click on double N. By the time I come back, if I play it, that's probably copied what I have on the former one. As you can see, that's copied it all through. So now I have basically 8 bars. I can say, you know what? In my drum mode, let me stop it. So now the drum, I can come to erase and say I'm erasing from the first bar of the first beat to maybe like I could have made it 5, but then let me try and use maybe like 4. Yeah, let me leave it at 4-1. That way it's erase some and leave a little bit of bounce to come in before that main time. So like, let me do this. Let me just hit do it. So what I've just done right now is I've successfully, if I come to the grid view, I've successfully deleted the beat. Leaving some other elements there. I've deleted the beat. That is from the drums anyway. Under that's the drum view. So then we'll come back to the main. If I play it now, you see, that's what comes in first. So let me stop the metronome. You can see when the beat came in. So if I say maybe I want to add something also even before the beat comes on board, let me see, let me stop it. Let me go back to the drum kit and let me see. You get. So while this is playing, so I can overdub. So that will just keep repeating. By now you know you've gotten what you need to get the job done. Anything else you choose to add is basically just so there you have it. That is Making of the Beat CZAR by Busta Rhymes. Just standalone, no external plugin and all that. So you can basically just do all that with your AKAI MPC Live II, and yeah, that's the workflow. Basically just using 3 tracks, and we're able to achieve that. So to be honest, trust me, as you can see, you can actually do more with less. as far as production is concerned. You don't need to go out, you don't need to have 20, 30 tracks to get something interesting come out. So that'll be all for now. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, because basically these things helps the channels to also grow and inform more people about this, what we're doing right here. So see you in the next one.